Hey Capricorn, what's up? How you doing? What's going down? I was just talking to TikTok about this real quick before I hit the go live button, but I want to say it because remember, God doesn't understand time. That's a human construct. All right, check out October of 1587 if you want to see further details in your iPhone's calendar. But so I'm going to say it to you. Happy early birthday. I beat everybody else to it. Anyways, what's up? It's me, Archer, and we're going to take a look at the energies for you and the one on your mind. Even though I'm pulling on the current energies at the time we're recording this live, this is a timeless reading. So whenever it finds its way into your algorithm, you click on it and decide to come and hang out with us and be a part of the family for a little bit. Divinely perfect timing as always. They're meant to find you when they're supposed to. And whatever message comes out, I will convey it across to you because when you're with me, whether it's a good, bad, or indifferent, I'm going to do it and tell you what's up because I'm your ride or die. I got your back and I'm your crystals. When you're with me, you are totally protected. All right. So let's do it. It's Beatles week still. We got a couple more readings with the Beatles deck and I'm going to put the Beatles deck into regular circulation. I just totally love it. But all right, God, tap me into Capricorn's energy, please. And thank you. Give me a 9-card spread with the 10th card at the bottom. I need 3 cards on Capricorn. World card, nice. I need 3 cards on the love life past up to the present moment. And then I need 3 cards on present moment going forward. Let's do it. Give me 2 shuffles. Here we go. 1 and 2. Cool. Let's love this deck for the greatest of all time, the cool, calm, collected Capricorn. Give it up for the cardinal earth sign. Overall energy is the 9 of Wands. Coming to the end of a period of feeling like the wounded warrior, being the victim in everybody else's story, and some of your prayers being answered. Because remember, at the end of the book of Job, this is Satan testing Job. Remember at the end results is that everything is restored back to Job and the abundance comes in as well too. Okay, so I like the forward direction. The Magician card shows you part in the Red Sea of red flags in the overall energy during this Mercury retrograde. That clears the slate with the Fool card to go forward into the 7 of Cups. That your future is anything you want to make of it because you've come over a lot of the 7 of Cups energies over the years that you've been through. The 7 of Cups in the tarot, this is my Love Island card. No further explanation necessary. So let's go forward. Let's do it to it. All right, give me 3 cards on Capricorn. Current conditions at Capricorn. We have the Judgment card. I like that. We have the Queen of Swords. I also like that. And the World card came back. I got chills. I do not know what made me point this card out when I stopped earlier. Nice. This is why I love tarot. You are casting judgment, closing out a cycle in the Queen of Swords because you're going forward for some peace. Abigail the Peacemaker on this. Name Abigail might even resonate to you. But I've got Scorpio, I've got Aries, I've got Libra, and I've got literally everything. So this tells me that some of you guys might even be getting more into researching your birth chart, whether it's Western, Vedic, or otherwise, and really learning more about all of your placements. All right, because all of your placements, your entire chart energizes in the week ahead to bring balance. Think of it like a bike lock, right? And you got to get the 4 numbers to line up so you can open it. That's all your chakras in the week ahead, everything lining up. I love it. And then you can open the door. Nice. Okay, cool beans. We'll see where this goes. Because I really just feel like you're kind of the Queen of Swords is what drove me to this one. You're kind of like in the energies that you're sick of feeling stuck and having to wait for love to find you. Judgment card tells me you've cut ties, you've broke cycles, you've made sacrifices, you've learned lessons, you've passed tests. You've just been trying to open up a new chapter for a while, and it feels like it hasn't been happening, leaving you feeling anxious, stuck in like an energetical purgatory. Where in the world are things going? When are things going? Right? We're going to see what's up. I think the Schumann scale has totally hit you, being that you're a cardinal earth sign. I mean, by default, you're connected to the earth and the ground. And we had a point where the scale went quiet. The earth stopped moving. We stopped receiving signals. It was total blackout, no vibrations. It's kind of like you're in that energy that gets forward into the straight whiteout resonance that we're experiencing right now. The earth is currently all shook up and you're jumping timelines. I dig it. Okay, now let's get 3 cards on your love life, okay? This is person on your mind. Think about your persons from the past coming up to present moment. What do we got? 3 of Swords, nice. The 8 of Swords, wow. Onto the 3 of Cups. At present moment, the lessons have been learned from the past hurts that you're ready for union. You are like God saying, hey, this one's past quality inspection, 3 of Cups. in your future, and especially in the dreams that you've been having, dreams of your wedding, dreams of your future, you're making plans in your dreams right here. All right, because this here is you're going to save so much on your wedding budget, because you know why? All you got to do is get water, because one of your guests is going to BYOB. 3 of Cups. I dig it. This is interesting, and this tells me that you do have a lot of people up at night thinking about you. This here, I'm pulling 7 of Swords energy when I combine the 8 to the 3 on this one, because this is welcome to Archer's late night infomercial. Okay, so like having trouble sleeping, 8 of Swords, feeling kind of depressed, tired, and alone, 3 of Swords, having a rough time. Call now. You can order your very own Dark Night of the Soul and combine that with a Kundalini Awakening travel size if you call in the next 20 minutes. That's right. Keep it in your purse. Take it on the airplane. You literally can't lose it. Call now. Operators are standing by because they can't sleep either. 1-800-NO-SLEEP for you. That's 1-800-867-5309. You got people that you've really made some changes and some effects in people's lives, in the fact that the rewards are getting ready to come in, and these other people are going to have to just watch you succeed. Okay, it's not your fault they want to keep stalking your social media and checking in and checking up on you, but we'll see what's up with it. All right, 3 cards, present moment going forward. Dude, why were these people always so closed off and protected and guarded? 8 of Swords, 3 of Swords. For some of you guys, I feel like there was like vibes or energies of like a prearranged marriage or family involvement of some kind. I'm going to get details on that. I'm going to see where that goes. Okay, new person vibes. Present energy going forward. We got the 10 of Pentacles. Dude or dudette. That's nice. And remember, there's no gender in tarot. You are currently standing in 10 of Pentacles energy. All right? That you have set the tones and you are just starting out on something that goes 10 plus years with this person. 10 of Swords into the 7 of Pentacles. It's been a slow start. This 10 of Swords, though, I think at first this was like really totally fun and exciting going here. But then I think on this 10 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, I'm feeling like they're kind of emotionally avoidant. And it feels like it's almost on the verge of self-sabotage by slowing the roll so much. It's going from 10 of Pentacles down to 7 Pentacles. Okay? Somebody here could be born on the 10th, the 7th, or the 17th. However, I think you've planted just enough seeds into this person's energy, Capricorn, that even though there's a little bit of futility coming off of this, I think that's giving them a caution flag in order to learn from some lessons of the past to move forward cautiously. All right? So we'll see where it goes. I dig it. I'm liking the vibes. Let's see where it goes. Could be dealing with a Sag, a Libra, Scorpio, and Aquarius are here. Aries, Gemini, Cancer, Virgo, and Taurus so far. Doesn't got to be their sun sign, though, but it's definitely parts of your guys' charts that are activating. It's shocking. I know, right? Somebody has a light bulb that you can't reach that you've been wanting to change for a long time, and that bulb's been burnt out forever. And tape 4 spoons to the end of a broom handle. Check it out. Thank me later. 5 of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles into the 4 of Wands. Oh, the rewards for your twin flame journey are coming in. Some of you guys... Okay, either you're waiting for your twin to return, get ready, or the rewards for choosing to disconnect from the twin flame and go in another direction is paying off. And this brings up very deep. For those of you getting more philosophical, like you're starting to rebuild in this 5 of Pentacles where you've closed the door on some older energies. It's the James Bond theory, okay? Hold on. I'm clearing my throat because this one's all Archer. But here's the thing on this. To it. What if the twin flame energy is just like any other energy? And when the twin flame energy finds a vessel that it's not so well suited for, the twin flame energy jumps into another vessel, especially for those of you that your newer person looks a lot like one of your pastor persons, right? Somebody here is the daughter of a pastor or a preacher. That's cool. But anyhow, what if it actually does jump? And then when you meet the new person and connect into it, the twin flame energy hops back in. Because remember, the twin flame mirrors the parts of us that we have to work on. Somebody here might even be ambidextrous because it's like the left-handed, right-handed thing as the subconscious starts to connect to the subconscious for awakenings. Okay? This 5 of Pentacles, especially the Queen of Pentacles, shows it coming in, that it's a bit of what you prayed and wished for, that you're manifesting in with the Ace of Swords and the King of Cups. The communication for your self-worth. Okay? Remember, the King of Cups is the king that turns the cup inward. It's the card of self-love. You've done the work, okay? James Bond theory. Different actors take the role on every time, right? However, they're always called James Bond. Totally. Now, to it, from what you've been through, that comes into the Ace of Swords, this is showing that you've done the work and you're ready to begin. This is clearer mindset. It's like coming into a new perspective that you're getting ready to feel it again after having done the work to fulfill a contract. Four of Wands, King of Cups, right? It's like taking it from the perspective of like, those of you that feel like love has been a really long time coming, is that like, you know how they say 20s is the new 30s and 30s is the new 40s, so on and so forth, right? And it's like, oh yeah, totally, it's really good, right? Think about it this way. Back in the good old days, we used to get married in our 20s and whatnot. Well, if 20s is the new 30s, 30s is the new 40s, 20s you're still partying nowadays, 30s is when you start adulting, and 40s you're ready for unions. This is the downside to it because now people don't get married or get into long-term commitments in their 20s, sometimes in their 30s now, usually later into the 40s, right? The different perspective through the awakenings that we're going through is letting you release the self-doubt on this one. So it still calls in real love from the work on the King of Cups, self-love that you've done onto yourself. You've worked very hard to cherish and preserve yourself, just like George Harrison really cherished that 12-string Rickenbacker. You know what I mean? Now, the thing that comes in on this one is that you're doing better than you're giving yourself credit for on your journey. It's not that love is not meant to happen in this timeline or this lifetime. It's just that you're ahead of the energetical curve on healing from what you've been through and ready to receive your rewards. You're awoke into the Ace of Swords 1 percentile that's out there. You're just at the point in the week ahead that you're coming in for the buildup. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. God was like, we needed you to have like your money in order, your personal life in order, and yourself on track so that you can go forward and then be ready for the love to come in. This is letting you take care of all your little personal puzzle pieces and close out these chapters, because all this time has allowed you to really focus on your purpose too. And you've really discovered yourself through this dark night of the soul, 5 of Pentacles you've gone through. Somebody here is currently on crutches, all right? And some of you guys, I actually do see ducks crossing the road in front of a Capricorn, and you got to like step on the brakes, and it's like, come on, ducks, get across the road. World card. The ducks finally got across the road. They made it to the other side. Some of you guys were born on the 11th, maybe the 5th. The 15th and 25th come out with that, along with the 1st and the 14th. The 24th, 13th through the 31st, maybe even the 21st. Nice. Okay, so now let's see what's up with love. Let's go for it. 3 of Swords, 8 of Swords. You're just ahead of the curve. It's just like when you were back in school. Remember how you were smarter than everybody else and school was really boring? That's why you didn't fit in with them either. That's why you never go to your high school reunions. Right? Okay, let's see what's up. 3 of Swords, 8 of Swords, 3 of Cups. Past people. What's up with the past people? Cool, thank you. The Sun card. Ooh. It's like you found happiness after everything you've been through on the 4 of Cups. You have the ability to make lemons out of lemonade due to an 8 of Cups situation that you 8 of Pentacles have worked really hard to walk away from. Hi, Caitlin. What's up, hon? How you doing? Spinny hugs. Okay. Some of you guys have been fighting off spiritual attacks, and you might think it's coming from this person, especially if they told you, like, if you've heard stuff like, oh, you'll never find anyone better than me, or you'll be alone for the rest of your life, and blah, blah, blah. I feel like spell work or spiritual attacks that are being cast your way for a while now out of like others that are pure up jealous of your accomplishments. Like maybe you're the Capricorn, maybe you're the one person that actually has a Beatles Butcher album cover. Look that up. Yeah, if you got Yesterday, Today, Tomorrow, and Forever, whatever the heck they call that album cover, and it's got a sticker on it. But straight up. Anyways, so maybe it's like, whether it's that like you've got a family and they don't, or you've got the dream job they want, or they will try to put that bad juju out into the universe. And it does feel like it's been targeted your way for a while. You know what I mean? So instead of just explaining what this is, or spiritual work and attack, this has happened for a few signs this week. I forget who it was. I forget the readings. I'm not here. I'm channeling. I don't remember what I know this came out before, but let's do it real quick. Shadow deck. All right, we are actually straight up going to pray, and we are going to protect and end this for you. If there's any hex work, spell work, or bad juju being thrown your way, evil eye style, give me a prayer. 10 of Pentacles. Nice. This prayer will solidify your future. Tower card to the 7 of Wands. David versus Goliath with the Lover's card. Here we go. Let's do this. All right, God. We ask that you reverse any bad juju, spell work, or evil eye energy being thrown Capricorn's way, please. Protect them. Allow it to fall into the void of the universe. And in return, grant Capricorn the blessings that are the complete opposite of the bad juju being thrown their way. And in return, we only ask that you allow the other person throwing the shadow work their way. Shadow work? Yeah, it is part of it. Okay, I'll keep going. Sorry, God. Okay. Anyways, but the people throwing the bad juju their way, we ask that they just simply get to watch Capricorn succeed and realize that their bad juju has disappeared like space junk up into the universe. Please and thank you. Those are the secret words, Capricorn. Amen. Nice. Outcome? 2 of Cups. Nice. And the bond between you and your person, not broken. 10 of Pentacles, whoop, down to the 10 of Pentacles. So the flip side of this here, I'm going to do see on this into this past person vibe and energy. That Sun card, 8 of Pentacles, Page of Cups into the Chariot. Oh, nice confirmation on protection and forward momentum. The thing on this is that like maybe they were rather abusive or had other kind of involvements. Even I do feel some of you guys were at least married and divorced to this person. Cancer, Leo, Pisces energy. So, but the thing is, I have a very interesting flip side on this Capricorn, okay? Remember, this will resonate to any placement of Capricorn in your chart too. But the thing I'm seeing here is that for some of you guys, you're widowed. Condolences. But what I'm seeing here is that you're saying, you know what, Archer, I've watched a lot of Capricorn readings. I didn't have that crazy drama, tarot novella type of a life. The thing is, we had your typical average marriage and stuff. We lived our lives in that. The thing is, we had our ups and downs, but yeah, this is for those of you who you've already lost somebody. 3 of Swords, 4 of Cups. Condolences on that. Let me connect in and see what's up with this. Something about a big metal star. You know those big metal stars that are on the sides of houses? Like I always see when I'm driving through like suburban Nashville. Those kind of things. Knight of Pentacles, the 10 of Swords. The phony must die. So the catcher in the rye on the 9 of Cups to the Strength card. So what I'm seeing on this one here is that it's the energy of losing someone from long ago that's taken you a long time to move on from. And it's always been kind of like, you know, back there. It's like I'm moving on from someone, but still having the PTSD from the energies and the loss and what you guys went through. Here's one more hug for you from them. The way they hugged you, Capricorn, okay? The thing is, they want you to know that you've put your life on hold for long enough, 10 of Swords, and that they want you to find a love, 9 of Cups to the Strength card, that's just as amazing as the love you gave to them, okay? Leo, Pisces, Cancer, Taurus, Sagittarius energy. And the thing on this is, they want that love. And yes, the kids will totally understand for those of you that resonates because they want you happy too, all right? And for those of you that have not lost someone, it's the rewards for what you've been through, that you have done the work. And God's the one directly sending you this message that you've healed and worked through this so that you can either close a cycle and be ready for real love. You're good to go, double 10 of Pentacles for confirmation, which means I have to pull more energy on this because whenever I get repeating cards, that's God saying, hey, Archer, go back and look at that card more. There's more to the story. So I have to really look into your 10 of Pentacles. No problema. We'll do it. And then with this here, you're ready. You're either ready for you and your person to reunite for those Capricorns that are waiting for reunion, or you're ready to go forward to hit this new love workout for those of you that are heading for new love. It is written in your energetical blueprint, Capricorn, okay? Just so you know that your energetical energy is different. You're not one of those ones that it's like you have to fully love yourself first before you can let love in. And this is actually what's been holding you up. Here's why. Because that doesn't apply to everybody. We are all unique. We all have our own blueprints. You have been in your 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles energy, ready for love this whole time, okay? You're complete, you're whole. You're past that now. You're in 10 Cups, 10 Pentacles. But in order to be happy, your blueprint tells me you have to have someone to interact with. You don't do well all by yourself, stuck inside these four walls. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. The love's coming in. You just needed the other person to get up to that level. That's all. It's cool. Lessons learned. It's neat. Okay, let's get into the new person energy. But first, a quick word from our sponsors, me, which thank you very much for giving me a minute to shout myself out. That means the world to me. Capricorn, if you would like to book a personal private reading with me, it is all completely automated now. Hashtag instant gratification. All you got to do, scan this QR code down here or the one right here. Okay, link's also pinned in my bio. And down in the pinned comment, it'll take you right to the Astrology link tree. The very first link's the booking site that lets you pick the date, pick the time, pay to reserve the appointment spot. And then as soon as that happens, I reach out and I'll send you the link to the Zoom reading if you pick the one-on-one with me where it's like you're here live at the table, or I reach out and get your questions and details if you pick one of the traditional YouTube video links, okay? So now it's all automated. You don't got to wait for me to reply back, and go ahead and check it out, all right? And I do look forward to whatever reading you pick. I look forward to reading and helping in any way I can. And please consider subscribing and setting the bell. The entire fam here is working to get me up to 70,000 subscribers. And there's plenty of room at this table, so we would love to have you be a part of the fam here. Make it crowded. I do go live every Monday evenings with an all signs for the week ahead, plus live individual sign readings throughout the week. And there's also pick-a-cards, interviews, base covers, original songs, and more. Everything is in the Arch Astrology link tree. So all the safe-to-click links, just scan this QR code or the pinned comment or the links in the bio. And TikTok, thank you for the likes and the follows and shares. Definitely sharing this, all right? Share with one person you want to see happy, healthy, and healed. And don't forget, also, subscribe to Frankie's Tarot, because Frankie and I are going live for an All Signs collab, all right? The Lionsgate All Signs, Sunday, April 10th. All right, it's going to be live streamed to both channels, plus my TikTok here. So definitely get subscribed to both channels. Set your bells, and we will see all of you here. I've known Frankie for years. She's old family friends, and we have such a great time when we just read cards together privately. Like some of the best FaceTimes ever. It's so cool. All right, so watch us do it on camera. We're going to have an awesome collab. All right, so look forward to seeing you guys all there. We'll tap into the Lionsgate portal energy as well as the Mercury retrograde ending and see what's coming your way for you and your person. All right, so subscribe to both channels. Remember, Frankie's Tarot, 2 words, all easy to type. And we'll see you on April 10th. No, August 10th. April 10th when Titanic sailed. Sorry, I'm a Titanic junkie. My bad. All right. Meanwhile, back at your reading, thank you for a minute to let me shoot myself out. And let's continue. On to the new person vibes. Here we go. All right. 10 of Pentacles, which is actually 10 of Pentacles squared. I have to pull more energy on the 10 of Pentacles because there's a deeper story to the 10 of Swords on the 7 of Pentacles. So let's do this. Okay. Somebody is doing dishes while they're listening to me. That's cool. Will you come do mine? The Magician. Okay. God's like, yep. 3 of Cups, Page of Pentacles to the Moon card that leads to the Queen of Cups. Ooh, this is real love. This is what I was talking about back in your energy, that you're manifesting this. You're calling this in. Your moon water, if you're doing that, it's working. Your manifestations, all that stuff you keep writing down in your journals and notebooks, it's working. You're manifesting. It's just a really big order when you got 3 cups, the Magician, Moon card. Strong Cancer, Pisces, Capricorn energy on this. Then you've also got Gemini and Virgo. That's more Gemini, more Virgo, and Taurus so far. Okay. Could be another Capricorn for some of you guys, or maybe you guys just work together or something. But it feels like the thing on this is they're really private and closed off, right? The 3 of Cups tells me emotionally, I got the George Harrison, Eric Clapton card here, okay? And if you want a really interesting story, see what was up between them and Patty Boyd. Anyways, but they were both cool with it, all right? He actually really killed it on the guitar solo for, wasn't that While My Guitar Gently Weeps? Or was it Here Comes the Sun? I can't remember. I think he secretly did both, but it's fine. George liked him. The thing on this is, for some of you guys, maybe someone's a vet, because either, well, an animal vet, yeah, that'll count too, but I'm seeing a military vet. Thank you for your service, because I'm feeling the vibes of like a Desert Storm vibe. This is telling me one of the biggest things on this person's side of the fence is that they are indeed over their ex. You don't have to worry about that. They're done with the person. They are still, okay, here's the energy I'm getting. It's the energy of somebody who went off to fight in a war. They wound up losing a leg in a landmine. Okay, might even tie to the crutch I saw earlier. However, okay, meanwhile, back down here at this Ten of Pentacles energy, I had to go deep. So they come back, okay? They're back home, the war's over, right? The thing is, they don't want to go back and see the landmine or anything like that, but they're still in the PTSD of the trauma of what they went through while they were there. They're totally over the past. They're still kind of in their King of Cups energy. That's why you were brought into their life, because you're helping them, like, mentor or teach them along the King of Cups journey, because you already been through it with the World card. And remember, this is the week ahead. This could be stuff that's all getting ready to happen over the weekend into the week ahead from whenever you find this reading, because it's timeless. You know what I mean? All right, so that kind of makes sense. You might be sitting here feeling, oh man, they're going to be just like before. They're going to be like my exes, however it resonates to your story, you know? And in reality, they are so over what their ex did to them, but it was a lot. They dated a landmine, so they're still kind of recovering from that one. But you can help perk them up. You are a motivator. That's why you're the devil and the Capricorn energy. You're a little billy goat that gets those legs all the way up to the top of the mountain. And this person's going to come with you too. They're coming along for this one. As I look at Paul with Heather McCartney, some of you guys, there might be kids involved that you guys wind up either like they adopt your kids, you adopt their kids, some kind of variation there, because Paul wound up adopting Heather. All right. And Heather looks at Paul as his dad, not stepdad, not Paul, not Billy, just straight up dad. So the vibes on that even pan out for those of you that part resonates too. So I'm seeing an inflatable bouncy house thingy, like a kid's party toy, like those things you see in people's front yards during like birthday, graduation parties. Not sure how it resonates, but I'm seeing it. I kind of want to go down the slide. It's kind of cool. I had one subscriber, one of the family, sent me, they're like, Archer, check this out. It's a blow-up inflatable Titanic stern. I'm like, it's inappropriate, but I also want that. And so I ordered it. It was so cool. Thanks, Will. But anyways, okay, what I'm seeing off of this one here is that they are just coming to terms with that so that they're ready to go forward. Seven of Pentacles. That's why they planted little bits of, you know, like you're like, I know they're interested. They're just not taking action. And I'm so scared that it's going to turn into the same thing as I've been through before. I can understand that. I feel the frustration and wanting to talk like the Micro Machine Man. You know what I mean? This could have Virgo vibes to it, but I'm feeling strong Leo, Pisces, and Cancer along with Taurus. Pisces and Taurus seem to be in the lead for dominating pulling energy. So I got to watch out about Venus, how it's interacting with the sun up in the sky for you to make this work out. So what's going on here, though, is that they're quiet while they're processing the final closures they need. Okay, that's what's going on behind the scenes. This is a bit of the fear of the unknown, that you're not sure where it's going to go or what's happening. It's a bit of, I do see an intervention here, though, as a result of you coming into their life to kind of like teach them on the journey, so that they were getting stuck in a cycle, that you coming in helped motivate them out of it. All right. So it's like you come into their life is actually saving them from falling down a deeper rabbit hole backwards. You know what I mean? So they just don't open up their personal life very much, this is what's turned them into a bit of an avoidant. Okay. That's what causes them to go quiet and shut down. They've never had the ability to ask, hey, I'm feeling some type of way. Could I talk to you for a minute? And that's a key in a relationship. You're teaching them how to open up and be like, I need to be vulnerable with you for a minute. I just need to talk. I just need someone to talk. When you got that one person that you can just tell whatever to, right? Basically, when somebody's, oh, this person's getting ready to set your birthday as their cell phone's password, because that's what it means. I like where it's going. Give me an outcome. Give me an outcome. And remember, this is the person on your mind, okay? This could be, for those of you waiting for the past to return, this is what's going down. And for those of you this is new, this is why it's not going down as fast as you'd like. Confirmation, Three of Swords to the Three of Swords. Literally. 1-800, no sleep for you. Call today. Okay, if you call now, I'll even throw in a trial size bonus offer of, let's throw in psychic gifts, no additional charge. Okay. Run, Mr. Popeil. Three of Swords squared. See, you guys interchange the energies going forward into the Tower card that lets you build something solid. All right, because even though George didn't want to do the concert on the top of the roof, it wound up being one of the most transformative moments in the Beatles' history that solidified it. That tells me you guys are going to go long term in this one. Okay, they're over the person. They just got to finish the healing vibes. They wouldn't have. Oh, They wouldn't have done this in the old Earth timeline. That whole shutdown in the Schumann scale that happened, the Schumann blackout, caused this person to Freaky Friday energy swap. And I got chills because I even laid the cards down in the other directions. I gave this card to this card and this card to that card. Nope, it was this way. I know, right? You guys Freaky Friday during the blackout. So this now it's just getting ready to take right back off. I'm straight up telling you what, your dominant rock, Mercury, none of it's got anything to do with the direction on this thing. This is all being driven by the vibrations right here on Earth. This could totally be another air sign or earth sign now I'm getting, okay? So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius come out. Doesn't got to be their sun sign, just part of their chart that's activating. So they're going to pass this test, and then you two totally wind up together. Things are going to be, the thing is, it's going to mesh right in the New Earth timeline. They're adjusting to the new timeline energies, okay? Could possibly be as soon as the week ahead for you. With the moon card, we don't know, straight up, all right? They're going to pass this test, and you two wind up together long term. Tower card into the Knight of Cups. I told you, the most unique love offer we've ever seen from two wounded warriors that beat Toby, that beat the devil at their own game. And that Nine of Wands to this Nine of Wands tells me we are full circle on the reading. I love this for you. Capricorn, claim this thing down in the comments so we can manifest this for you. And you know what? Like, you don't have to leave a comment. You can just put an emoji. God knows what you're thinking when you put the emoji. That counts. And then I can still manifest it and help you. All right? It's none of my business. That's between you and the Lord. And even the same with the like. Sometimes people don't like tarot readings showing up in their liked videos. You know what I mean? So that's cool. You don't have to, but I'd love it if you did. What would mean the most to me was if you did subscribe and set the bell to all notifications to be a part of the family. And subscribe to Frankie's Tarot if you haven't too, because we're going to collab together, and she's awesome. You'll love her. She's taught me tons over the years. I've taught her tons over the years. We're fam. It's cool, and I'm looking forward to it. Anyways, remember too, Capricorn, this will resonate to any placement of Capricorn in your chart too, because you are not just your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign, but all the parts of your charts are what makes you one in a billion, and that no one can do what you do. Remember that, okay? That's why you've got the Billy Goat legs. It's awesome. All right, so until next time, I will see you then. Page of Swords out the channel in the meantime. Check out everything else, okay? So check everything out here. It's safe to browse and safe to click. Page of Swords safely. Until next time,